In the heart of a bustling city, space for gardening is often limited, yet creativity knows no bounds. Imagine an empty wall on your patio or apartment balcony transforming into a vibrant vertical garden. Used plastic bottles, typically destined for trash, are repurposed into hanging pots, showcasing ornamental plants and fresh vegetables. The process is simple yet satisfying. Bottles are neatly cut, painted with bright weather-resistant colors, then given small drainage holes. Strong string or wire is used to hang them vertically on a wooden rack or metal fence. This tiered arrangement of pots not only maximizes space, but also creates a refreshing green spectacle every day. Each bottle can be filled with different plants, from rosemary and chili peppers to mini paper flowers blooming in various hues. If placed in a location with proper lighting, the plants will thrive, creating a soothing natural aroma. The beauty of a vertical garden made from plastic bottles lies not only in its appearance, but also in the message it carries: sustainability, creativity, and environmental care. Every passing neighbor will be inspired to try, and you'll feel proud to have transformed waste into living beauty. This vertical garden is not just a decoration. It's a symbol of hope that even with limited space, a love for nature will always find a way to grow. Imagine you have a favorite plant, but often forget to water it due to your busy schedule. Its leaves start to wilt, the soil dries out, and guilt creeps in. The solution? A self-watering planter made from recycled plastic bottles. Practical, inexpensive, and eco-friendly. The method is simple. Take one plastic bottle, cut it into 2 parts. The top part is filled with soil and the plant, while the bottom part becomes a water reservoir. A fabric strip or cotton wick is placed from the pot to the water reservoir, allowing the plant to absorb water as needed through capillary action. This system can maintain soil moisture for several days without you having to water daily. Another advantage is that you can directly see the remaining water level, making it easy to refill on time. This pot is ideal for herbs like mint, parsley, or small vegetables like pak choi and lettuce. For those living in apartments or homes with limited yard space, this self-watering pot is a lifesaver. Besides making plant care easier, its appearance can also be made aesthetic. Bottles can be painted with pastel colors, labeled with plant names, or even decorated with jute twine for a rustic touch. A pot like this not only helps plants survive, but also teaches that sustainability and convenience can go hand in hand. Every time you see your plants thriving without the drama of dryness, you'll feel satisfied, because a little creativity has transformed and used plastic bottles into a green life helper in your home. Growing small seedlings can often be a challenge, especially with unpredictable weather. Heavy rain, scorching heat, or strong winds can cause young plants to wilt before they grow strong. However, with a little creativity, used plastic bottles can be transformed into tiny greenhouses that protect seedlings from extreme weather while accelerating their growth. The method is simple. Choose a large transparent plastic bottle, like a small gallon water bottle or a 1.5-liter soda bottle. Cut off the bottom part, then place the top part of this bottle as a cover over seedlings planted in the ground or small pots. This cover will create a greenhouse effect, trapping heat and moisture inside, allowing seedlings to grow faster and healthier. Poke small holes in the top of the bottle for air circulation, preventing excessive humidity and mold. You can use this mini greenhouse to grow tomatoes, chili peppers, or flowers that require stable temperatures in their early growth. Besides protecting plants, these bottle greenhouses also reduce watering needs. Trapped moisture inside will condense and drip back into the soil, creating a natural water cycle. This project is suitable for yards, school gardens, or even home balconies. Seeing fragile young seedlings transform into strong plants under the clear bottle shelter will give a sense of pride. From a used plastic bottle, a mini greenhouse is born, proof that protection and sustainability can go hand in hand. A neat garden always starts with clear boundaries. Garden edging not only serves to separate plant areas from pathways, but also adds an aesthetic touch that makes the entire garden look well maintained. By utilizing used plastic bottles, you can create an inexpensive, sturdy, and characterful edging. The process is easy. Collect uniformly sized plastic bottles, for example 1.5 liters, then clean and dry them. Bottles can be left transparent for a simple effect, or painted with bright colors for a more artistic look. Fill the bottles with sand or soil to make them heavier and more resistant to wind. The bottles are then buried halfway into the ground in a row, forming a straight line or a curved pattern according to the garden design. The result is a unique, durable, and practical mini fence. You can use it to border flower beds, vegetable gardens, or pathways in your yard. Besides beautifying, bottle edging also helps prevent soil erosion onto pathways, maintains moisture in plant areas, and keeps weeds out. Moreover, if painted with phosphorescent paint, these borders can glow softly at night, giving a magical ambience to the garden. Every bottle you plant serves as a reminder that beauty isn't always expensive. With simple creativity, plastic waste can be transformed into a frame that embraces your garden with warmth and style. An evening in the garden can be a magical moment when illuminated by soft, warm light. Lanterns made from plastic bottles with fairy lights are a simple yet captivating way to create a romantic, warm, and eco-friendly atmosphere in your yard. This project starts by selecting transparent or thinly colored plastic bottles. Bottles are cleaned, then cut or perforated to facilitate light installation. The exterior can be decorated with glass paint, floral motif stickers, or simple carved patterns using a hot cutter to create unique light effects. Energy-efficient LED fairy lights are inserted into the bottles. Then the bottles are hung on trees, fences, or patios. When night falls, these lanterns emit a warm glow that reflects off the leaves, creating a peaceful and alluring ambience. Not only beautiful, but these bottle lanterns are also weather-resistant if made with appropriate materials and protective coatings. You can use them for garden parties, birthday celebrations, or simply to accompany relaxing evenings. By choosing battery-powered or solar-powered LEDs, you can also save electricity while supporting a sustainable lifestyle. The end result is a garden transformed into a fairy tale space, where soft light from used bottles turns waste into a living wonder. Watering plants every day can sometimes feel cumbersome, especially if you have many pots or a small garden at home. With a little creativity, used plastic bottles can be transformed into simple, effective, cost-saving, and eco-friendly DIY plant waterers. The process is very easy. Take a medium or large plastic bottle, clean it, then make small holes in the bottle cap using a hot nail or a small drill. Fill the bottle with water, then gently squeeze to let the water flow through the holes. The result is even and gentle watering, safe for young seedlings and fragile ornamental plants. For larger garden areas, you can create an automatic watering system by burying a perforated bottle near the plant roots. Water will slowly seep into the soil, maintaining moisture without the risk of overwatering. The advantage of this bottle waterer is its portability, water efficiency, and modifiability, from creating a gentle water flow for seedlings to a strong spray for washing dust-off leaves. Besides being useful, making a waterer from plastic bottles also reduces waste and teaches beneficial recycling principles. Every drop of water that comes out of this bottle carries a simple message that we can help nature grow in a wiser and more sustainable way. Not everyone has a large space for gardening, but almost every home has vertical areas that can be utilized. Hanging pots made from recycled plastic bottles are not only space-saving, but can also be a colorful decorative element in your home or garden. The steps to make them are simple. Choose medium or large plastic bottles. Cut the middle or top part according to desired pot shape. Then paint them with bright colors using weather-resistant paint. Pastel colors will give a soft and sweet impression, while neon colors will make the garden look more cheerful and energetic. After the paint dries, make holes on the sides of the bottle to attach string or wire for hanging. Make sure there are drainage holes at the bottom of the pot to prevent waterlogging. These hanging pots can be used to plant ornamental flowers like petunias, orchids, or even small climbing plants that will gracefully trail from the sides of the pot. You can hang these pots on your patio, balcony, fence, or even the exterior walls of your house. If arranged in a row with harmonious color combinations, the result will create a living art gallery scene. Besides beautifying, these colorful hanging pots also convey a positive message that beauty doesn't always come from new things, but from the creativity of bringing something considered useless back to life. Having many plants often leads to running out of space, especially if your yard or balcony space is limited. The solution is to create a tiered plant rack that saves space and remains aesthetically pleasing. With a little creativity, Used plastic bottles can be the main material for creating this unique rack. The process begins by collecting plastic bottles of the same size, such as 1.5-liter mineral water bottles. The bottles are cleaned, then their middle parts are cut to form open containers for planting media. Each bottle is given drainage holes at the bottom. These bottles are then arranged on a vertical frame, for example, using a metal or wooden frame. The arrangement is tiered, so each plant gets enough light and air circulation. Such a rack can hold various types of plants, from green vegetables like water spinach and spinach, to ornamental flowers and aromatic herbs. The advantage of a tiered rack made from bottles is its ability to utilize space to the maximum. In addition, its design can be customized, a simple 2-tier rack for a small balcony or a large 5-tier rack for a backyard garden. By combining bottle colors, paint, and plant types, this rack can also become a decorative focal point in the yard, not only pleasing to the eye, but it also conveys a message that recycling can produce something beautiful and useful. Hearing birds chirp in the morning can be a soothing natural therapy. One way to invite beautiful birds into your yard is by providing a special feeding station. With a little creativity, used plastic bottles can be transformed into an attractive, inexpensive, and eco-friendly bird feeder. The method is simple. Use a medium or large plastic bottle. Then make 2 holes on the bottom side of the bottle to insert wooden spoons or small spatulas. These spoons will serve as perches for the birds and as exits for the feed. Make sure the holes are large enough for the seeds to come out little by little. The top of the bottle can be fitted with a hook or string for hanging on a tree or pole. Fill the bottle with seeds such as millet, rice, or small corn. To make it more appealing, the bottle can be painted with natural colors like green and brown to blend with the environment, or bright colors to attract birds from a distance. This bird feeder not only feeds birds, but also creates beautiful moments as you watch them come and go. This activity is suitable for doing with children to teach them about caring for nature from an early age. With one used plastic bottle, you not only help birds find food, but also create a small bridge between humans and nature, bringing life and melodious chirps to your yard every day. Imagine you can pick fresh basil leaves for pasta or a pinch of mint for tea directly from a small garden at home. With used plastic bottles, the dream of having your own herb garden can come true even with limited space. The steps are easy. Choose a medium-sized plastic bottle. Cut the middle part to form a horizontal container. Then make small holes at the bottom for drainage. Fill the bottle with a loose soil mixture, compost, and a little sand for good water circulation. Plant herb seedlings such as basil, rosemary, oregano, mint, or parsley. The bottles can be placed on a vertical rack, hung on a fence, or arranged on a kitchen window that gets morning sunlight. Besides beautifying a room, this herb garden also makes dishes fresher and more aromatic. Another advantage is that you can control the planting process yourself without chemical pesticides, making it healthier. The cost is almost zero, as all materials can utilize discarded items in existing soil at home. A bottle herb garden can also be a fun family project. Children can learn to recognize herbal scents and understand plant growth cycles. And every time you pick fresh leaves for cooking, you'll feel a special satisfaction that a little creativity can bring natural flavors and aromas to your dining table. Bonsai trees have always held a special appeal. Their miniature size exudes elegance and patience in the art of plant care. Typically, bonsai pots are made of ceramic or clay, but with a little creativity, used plastic bottles can be transformed into equally charming mini bonsai pots. The process begins by selecting thick-walled plastic bottles for a sturdier pot. Cut the bottom part of the bottle to a height of about 8 to 10 centimeters. Then shape the edges into curves or waves for an artistic touch. The exterior of the bottle can be painted with natural colors like matte black or earthy brown for an elegant look, or textured using fine sand glued on. Make sure to create small drainage holes at the bottom of the pot to keep the bonsai roots healthy. Use special bonsai potting mix, which typically consists of a mixture of akadama, coarse sand, and organic compost. Suitable plants for these pots include mini ficus, mini cerat, or dwarfadenium. Mini bonsai pots made from plastic bottles are perfect for beginner hobbyists who want to try their hand at bonsai without having to buy expensive equipment. Additionally, Their small size makes them easy to move and suitable as decoration for work desks, bookshelves, or living room corners. Every time you see this small bonsai grow, you will be reminded that patience and routine care are the keys to beauty, and that a simple plastic bottle can be a vessel that nurtures living art. Imagine sitting on your patio, listening to the soothing gurgle of water while enjoying the afternoon. The sound of flowing water not only brings tranquility, but also creates a natural ambience at home. It turns out you can make your own mini fountain simply by utilizing used plastic bottles. To do this, choose a large plastic bottle as the main container. Cut and shape the bottle to become a mini pond. Then paint the outside with natural stone colors or add pebbles to give it a natural look. Use a small electric or solar-powered water pump connected via a small pipe to the bottle's mouth or spout that serves as the mini waterfall source. For a more aesthetic touch, you can add aquatic plants like mini water hyacinths or plastic lotus flowers, as well as waterproof LED lights for a glowing effect at night. The sound of water falling from a few centimeters will create a natural rhythm that soothes the mind. This mini fountain is perfect for placing in a garden corner, on a patio table, or even indoors near a window. Besides enhancing decoration, this project is also a creative way to reduce plastic waste. From a discarded bottle that was almost thrown away, a creation is born that not only delights the eyes but also the ears. Proof that tranquility can come from simple creativity at home. The ambience of the garden at night can feel much more magical when illuminated by soft, warm light, like a summer festival in Japan. It turns out you can create that atmosphere at home by making Japanese-style lanterns from used plastic bottles. The first step is to choose a transparent plastic bottle with a smooth surface. Cut off the top and bottom parts, leaving a plastic cylinder. Wrap this cylinder with washi paper or soft-colored oil paper, such as milky white or cream, so that the light emitted feels gentle. To enhance the Japanese impression, add traditional motifs such as cherry blossoms, wave patterns, or simple kanji calligraphy. Motifs can be drawn directly or attached using stickers. Inside, install battery-powered LED lights or small electric candles. Safe and durable, these lanterns can be hung on trees, placed along pathways, or set on a garden table. If you want to make them more authentic, use jute twine or bamboo as hangers, and arrange several lanterns at different heights. When night falls, the warm light from these lanterns will reflect off the leaves, creating soft shadows that are pleasing to the eye. Besides beautifying a garden, this project is also a creative way to combine Japanese culture with eco-friendly principles. From a simple plastic bottle, a festival atmosphere is born that you can enjoy every night at home. Imagine an empty wall on your patio or garden fence suddenly transforming into a green expanse teeming with life. A living wall not only beautifies the space, but also helps filter the air and lower the surrounding temperature. With used plastic bottles, you can create one yourself without significant cost. The process begins by collecting uniformly sized plastic bottles, such as 1.5-liter ones. Cut the side of the bottle to create a horizontal opening for planting. Make small drainage holes at the bottom. Arrange these bottles tightly on a wire frame or wooden board, forming a wall full of mini pots. Each bottle can be filled with different plants, such as climbing plants, green vegetables, or ornamental flowers. For a stunning visual effect, arrange the plants based on color gradients or specific patterns. For example, forming a heart shape or a green zigzag motif. The advantage of a living wall is its ability to maximize vertical space, even in narrow areas. Additionally, a living wall made from plastic bottles also functions as natural insulation, reducing heat during the day and maintaining environmental humidity. As the plants thrive, the once bare wall will transform into a living work of art that continuously evolves. Each bottle becomes a home for new life, as well as a symbol that sustainability can be created from simple creativity. Growing plants without soil might sound complicated, but in reality, it can be done easily at home using used plastic bottles. A bottle hydroponic garden is a modern and cost-effective solution for growing fresh vegetables year-round, even in confined spaces like balconies or patios. The method starts with a 1.5-liter plastic bottle. Cut the bottle into two parts. The top part is a plant container, the bottom part as the liquid nutrient reservoir. Use a fabric wick or nylon string to connect the two, allowing water and nutrients to be absorbed by the plant roots through capillary action. Hydroponic nutrient solutions can be made yourself or purchased ready-made. Vegetable seedlings such as lettuce, pak choi, water spinach, or spinach are very suitable for this system because they grow quickly and do not require soil. Arrange these bottles vertically or horizontally according to the available space. For a more aesthetic result, the bottles can be painted white to maintain a stable growing medium temperature, while also giving a neat and modern look. The advantages of bottle hydroponics are water efficiency and cleanliness. Plants grow faster, are weed-free, and have minimal soil pests. This also makes a fun educational project for children, teaching them about science, nutrition, and sustainability. Seeing fresh vegetables ready for harvest in your yard or balcony, grown from used bottles, will bring a sense of pride because you have created a source of healthy food in an eco-friendly way. Young plants are often targeted by insects, caterpillars, or even small birds looking for food. To protect them, you can create a pest-proof plant protector from used plastic bottles, a simple, effective, and eco-friendly method. Choose a transparent plastic bottle of sufficiently large size, such as a 1.5 to 2 liter mineral water bottle. Cut off the bottom part of the bottle, then place the top part directly over the plant as a cover. The transparency of the bottle allows sunlight to enter, while its enclosed shape protects the plant from external disturbances. For air circulation, make several small holes inside the bottle using a hot nail or a mini drill. If the weather is hot, the bottle cap can be opened slightly to prevent excessive humidity, which can trigger mold. This protector is very useful for safeguarding vegetable seedlings, herbal plants, or ornamental flowers during their early growth phase. Besides protecting from pests, this bottle also functions like a mini greenhouse, helping plants grow faster in cold or windy weather. Another advantage is its portability. You can move protector to other plants as needed without damaging the roots or growing medium. And most satisfyingly, all of this can be made from used plastic bottles that would normally just become trash. With a little effort, a plastic bottle can become a protective shield, ensuring every seedling gets the best chance to grow healthy and strong. In the garden or outdoor areas of the house, we often want to wash our hands after gardening or playing outside without having to go indoors. With a little creativity, used plastic bottles can be transformed into a practical and cost-effective outdoor hand-washing station. Use a large plastic bottle, such as a 5-liter one or a small gallon. Make a hole near the bottle cap and install a small plastic faucet or a small pipe with a simple valve. The bottle can be hung on the exterior wall of the house, mounted on a wooden pole, or placed on a special, easily accessible rack. For use without a faucet, you can make a small hole in the bottle cap, then hang it upside down. Water will come out when the bottle is squeezed, thus saving water and preventing waste. Below it, provide a container to collect used water for watering plants, so no water is wasted. Add liquid soap in a separate bottle, or use bar soap in a small container next to it. The design can be simple or decorated with colorful paint to make it more attractive, especially if used in a children's play area. This outdoor hand-washing station is very useful for family gatherings, garden parties, or daily gardening. Besides facilitating cleanliness, this project also teaches principles of water conservation and recycling used items. By utilizing plastic bottles that are no longer used, you not only make life more practical, but also contribute to the environment. A beautiful garden is not just filled with plants, but can also be adorned with unique works of art. One creative idea is to make garden sculptures from used plastic bottles. Besides being inexpensive and eco-friendly, the result can be a focal point that impresses guests. Start by collecting plastic bottles of various sizes. Bottles can be arranged and glued together using weather-resistant glue, or tied with wire to form a basic structure. For example, large bottles for the body, small bottles for the head or hand details, and bottle caps as additional decorative elements. After the basic shape is formed, the sculpture can be wrapped with wire mesh or coated with thin layers of cement paper to provide extra texture and strength. If you want to maintain the visible bottle shape, simply paint it with bright colors or motifs according to the garden theme, such as birds, giant butterflies, or funny characters for a children's garden. These garden sculptures can be placed in a garden corner amidst flower beds, or even hung to create a unique three-dimensional effect. Besides being a decoration, this sculpture also serves as tangible proof that discarded items can be transformed into valuable works of art. Every time you see the sculpture in the garden, you will feel proud, because from something considered trash, you have created something beautiful, durable, and full of stories. Many people are curious about the appearance and development of plant roots underground. With a little creativity, you can create transparent pots from plastic bottles that allow roots to be clearly visible, perfect for education, decoration, and planting experiments. Choose a clear, transparent plastic bottle, such as a mineral water or soda bottle. Cut it to the desired pot height, then smooth the edges to make it safe. The bottom should have small drainage holes to prevent waterlogging. Fill the pot with layered growing media. For example, small pebbles at the bottom, followed by a mixture of soil and compost. Plant vegetable seedlings, flowers, or aquatic plants. Because the bottle walls are transparent, you can observe the root growth process over time and even monitor their health and moisture. Pots like these are very popular for growing hydroponic plants or aquatic plants like pothos. Additionally, transparent pots can be used as a teaching tool in schools, visually educating children about plant anatomy. Aesthetically, these pots can be an attractive decoration on a desk, shelf, or window. You can also combine them with small LED lights at the bottom for a dramatic effect at night. With transparent bottle pots, you're not just planting, but also peeking into the hidden world beneath the soil, bringing the gardening experience to a more interactive and educational level. For gardening enthusiasts, small tools like pruning shears, mini trowels, gloves, and seed labels often get scattered and are hard to find. By utilizing used plastic bottles, you can create a practical, inexpensive, and tidy storage solution for your gardening tools. Choose large or medium-sized plastic bottles, then cut off the top part to form a wide opening. The cut edges can be lined with fabric tape or duct tape to avoid sharp sides. For more functionality, make several bottle cuts and arrange them on a board or hang them on a garden shed wall to create a vertical storage rack. These bottles can be used to separate types of tools. For example, one bottle for shears, one for gloves, and another for seeds. You can also paint them with bright colors or label them for easy identification. If you want to make them more mobile, these storage bottles can be attached to a bucket or gardening box, so all tools stay together and are easy to carry to the work area. With a little creativity, this storage solution can look stylish as well as functional. Besides making work easier, this project also teaches that organization and efficiency can be achieved by utilizing used items. Every time you grab a tool from your homemade bottle storage, there's a sense of satisfaction because you've given a second life to plastic that would otherwise become trash.